To the left.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Over there.
Hey there, everyone. New
Hi.
camera. There's no light under it, though. Hold on.
We're looking at you from a
Yeah,
different
we
angle.
couldn't afford a
We
light
didn't know
for
that
that
you were going to
camera.
be over there. Solomon pulled a fast
Hi.
one on us.
You're in bullshit. You're in plant.
You're in plant.
You're in plant.
You're in plant. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Smut Couch.
Hi.
Hello.
I feel like we haven't done this in a while. What?
Rachel is reading Empire of Storms right now,
Oh,
and she
did
just
she
texted
get
me
to
in
a
all
big
caps.
part?
They're having sex on the beach. Sorry,
Spoiler alert.
let me mute that.
For
Sorry, we
Empire
didn't
of
say who.
Storms.
We didn't say who.
Yeah. Wait, that's iconic though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Has she never
That's
read it before?
right when she hasn't read it. No.
Work. Well, anyways.
Welcome,
hi.
everyone.
How you doing? I feel like we haven't done this in a while, even though it's literally been the same amount of time as it always has.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's been a long 2 weeks for me at least.
Yeah,
I've
same.
been like, ooh.
Alexandros is another year older.
I am another year older.
Happy birthday.
Quarter life crisis, 25. Talking about smut on a couch.
I can't believe you're only 25. That's sick.
We're the same age. Relax.
No.
3 years older than me.
Anyways.
It's okay.
Anyways, yeah.
Welcome back,
I've
everyone.
lived so many lives since the last time. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's been a lot,
It's
lot
been
going
a
on.
lot.
Been
So-
a crazy week, guys, from when we're recording this. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways. Shall we just get in? This week we're
Welcome
talking
back.
about
yeah.
Icebreaker
Icebreaker
by Hannah Grace.
by Hannah Grace.
Everyone keeps telling us to do these hockey romances.
So
And we did.
Here we are.
Wait,
Oh.
that cover looks so innocent, though.
It's such an innocent book too, Solomon. Absolutely.
It looks like a teen book.
nothing to be concerned about in
That's-
there. It's
yeah.
Mm.
It
all totally
does
PG
look like it-
content. Can recommend for schools. And
No.
no,
Okay.
no.
No. While we're on the topic, y'all, we need to start refiguring out these covers.
Mhm.
Because why do they look like they're little teenagers and this is
It looks
their
like the
teenagers?
summer I turned pretty.
No, for real. And they're doing it every other page.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And this
Crazy.
book keeps ending up in school libraries, and that is spooky ooky.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
a little bit of a problem.
Isn't it? That's wild.
that
But anyways, we're on to hockey romances.
was our serious talk of, hey, we need to do something about the artwork.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean,
In the
let's
meantime,
be
though-
so for real. I was watching really crazy things when I was, or reading really crazy things when I was in high school.
Mhm.
I
I was watching Game of Thrones in high school, so clearly, like,
Same. But
content's going
still, I
crazy.
feel like
Yeah.
you should like.
We need to.
I read that this ended up in like a middle school library. That's
That's kind of
bonkers.
scary. All right,
Yeah, that's bonkers. But anyways, hockey romances, y'all are huge.
it's okay. Most of the fan fiction writers in the world were all in middle school when they were starting.
That's what I mean by when I say like we all were so young reading that, which we shouldn't have been. But it's not like our parents accidentally bought it for us not knowing, which is what keeps happening with this. You know what I'm saying? We were just scouring the internet. We were on Tumblr looking up crazy stuff in the dark of our
I'm not
rooms.
gonna say that joke. Never mind.
Yeah, you watch it.
But, hey, mom, what happens when da da da, and like just anything from this book.
Oh god.
What does it mean when?
Anyways.
As you can tell, we're gonna be a little all over the place today, guys. It's gonna be one of those kinds of episodes.
I'm trying to keep it on track. Have
We're
you guys
gonna
been able to tell?
We're kind of delulu right now,
Mhm.
and thank you for bearing with us. Once again, thank you to everyone who comes to listen to this,
Thank
who's
you.
subscribed, who's followed, who's liked our posts. It's been a really good, not profitable, but like fortuitous
Yes.
week. Like we've had a good time posting, good traction. We love the comments that you guys leave. Please keep leaving them. Please keep chatting. We love hearing from you. Yeah.
Illy so hard.
In the meantime, let's get into Icebreaker. What
Okay.
you've read this before, right, Maddie?
Yeah, I read this like during. I think like this was one of the first like smut tea books I read during like the pandemic. I think maybe it's been a while since I've read this, so I
Was
didn't
this
really
your
recall.
icebreaker into the genre?
Yeah, no. Well,
Lagoon
no,
Shop.
because I like almost everybody else. I think that was Akatar, but
Mhm.
this was
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
good
like
point. Modern one.
yeah, like contemporary romance version. Although, could you really call this? I mean, it is a romance, but
Yeah, well, there's a lot of romancing going on there.
there's a lot of something going on.
This is so funny. I could have sworn like this was gonna have some element of slow burn.
Oh God,
Because I had no idea what this
not
was
even
about.
at all.
And then literally like the first time they interact with each other, it's all right, choke me with your thighs.
No, like
It was crazy.
literally, it's immediate.
I
It's bonkers.
I was listening to the audiobook for this one. I did not read it physically. This was all straight audiobook for me. I
did
downloaded
both.
Audible just for this.
Period. Audible should sponsor us.
Please Audible?
I know. That's a good one. Anyways.
Anytime I stopped my car at a stoplight listening to this,
worst.
I was just jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Like, what am I listening to right now?
No,
This is one of the few that made me just go,
worst. I had to go figure some stuff out for my car registration because, long story short, the DMV spelled my name wrong. And so I had to go and fix it. And it was a whole thing. I paid too much money. It was a whole thing. Anyways, I was sitting in AAA next to so many old people reading this. And I was like, I fear this is not okay. This is crazy.
This one was one of the few that made me like question my life choices. I was like, God, what am I doing with my life right now?
Do I really co-host a podcast?
Do I really? Yeah, I was really just like,
at what cost?
This hit a midlife crisis for me. I'm just like, what am I doing with my life right now?
That being said, it's very cute.
Yeah, sure. I need to apologize to that one guy on TikTok who was holding Icebreaker going, these girls are reading. Do you know what BookTok is? It's not book recommend. It's poor. It's poor. And like he was freaking out about it. And I was like, we were like, it's not that serious. Now that I've read it, I'm like, if that's the first thing this guy read based off of this genre, I'm so sorry. That's like, that's a rough one to start off with.
Yeah.
But you know what I do appreciate about this book and other ones kind of like it are that they don't take themselves too seriously.
This one was so silly.
It's like, I love when they're kind of silly,
I have some quotes saved here that I had to like pull over to like write one of these one time just to be like, because I was like, there's no way they just said that.
Yeah. And it's a whole little series. So, okay.
Firestarter's the next one, right?
Wildfire.
Wildfire, not Firestarter. That's something. Don't start fires. You can prevent that.
Especially in Southern California, please don't start
guys,
fires.
Not this time of year.
No,
we're not going to make it.
So, but basically, like all of the books, they follow like I think a member of the hockey team.
Okay, pretty cool.
I think that's how
Is the next one Henry or something? I didn't like Henry.
I think
controversial opinion.
So. To be honest, I've read this book twice, and I still can't get all the boys straight. You know what I'm saying? It would be like sometimes
Robbie's dating Lola. Henry is the one that everyone likes.
Who's the? And then
was JJ or Russ the gay one?
Isn't JJ the? Who's the? See, I struggle. Who's her partner in?
Aaron. Oh, I have fuck Aaron written about 50 times in my notes
like
here
him.
because anytime this little fucker showed up, I was so angry.
There's so many boy names I had a hard time keeping them all straight, to be so for real. Mm-hmm. And this is the second time I read it. But I guess that comes with like a thing about a team. Anyways, do you want to kind of get into it?
Let's get into it, yes. Thank you for bearing with us up to this point. So Icebreaker follows Anastasia and Nathan.
Stassi for short, which as someone who has watched Vanderpump Rules, I cannot listen to anybody be called
Stassi. Is that a big thing in Vanderpump Rules?
Well, yeah, there's Stassi, who is like kind of like one of the most iconic reality TV stars of all time.
Good to know.
Crazy bitch, live for her. But I'm like, Stassi, don't call her that. But yeah, little figure skater.
Or Uber slut as she is in Nate's Contacts.
Crazy.
That's one of those things that I'm just like, oh, we're just doing whatever. Here.
Yeah.
This is kind of. This is my overall review of this is I don't think it's good, but I liked it. I couldn't stop laughing while listening to it because I'm just like, there's no way.
That's arguably one of my favorite forms of entertainment, though. Mm-hmm. It's like stuff that isn't good, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just along for the ride.
That's not me trying to shit on this or anything. That's me genuinely being like, yo, this is not good. I can't give me more right now.
It's like candy.
Exactly.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, they go to this school.
She's a figure skater and he is a hockey player. If the cover there gives you any indication. But she does
partner
skates. And her partner, Lil fucking
Dick
boy. We hate him. I thought he might get a redemption arc. No. Literally the worst.
Ever.
Men suck.
Well, yes.
Especially if they skate.
Yeah. Whoa, okay. I was like, yeah. Oh, wait.
You're ready to jump on any bandwagon. You're like, yeah, absolutely. Whatever you say. So one incident with the hockey team's pranking leads to them having to share a rink for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Anastasia's training for the Olympics.
Wild.
Nathan's training for professional hockey. They're all in college doing their stuff. I don't really want to go through too much of a plot by plot basis, and I kind of just want to talk about the main standout
Sounds
points.
good
Can
for
we do
me.
that for this one,
Yeah,
Maddie? Is
okay.
that all right? Perfect. So,
What if I was like, no?
for the first time that they actually meet and run into each other, I know that she's got her little hookup on the side who's a basketball player,
Yeah. Good
which
for her.
this already made me. I pulled you aside just to show you the end of the first
Oh,
chapter.
yeah.
Just because I was like, what are we reading
it.
right now? It was something about balls slapping or something like that. Can you really hear my balls slapping? And I was like, this is why I don't read contemporary romances ever, because I can't.
Don't act like that line isn't almost word for word in Silver Flames.
Is it? I don't
Yes.
remember. It's been 2 years since I
Cassian
read
says something so similar, but he has wings, so it's okay to you.
That's how it works. If they have
Well,
wings, it's
yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah.
It's not silly if they have wings. It's serious and brooding.
Yeah, exactly. There's an element of whimsy.
I think I was just taken aback that chapter 1. They're like, I can hear his balls slapping
it
from
is
across the
crazy.
room. I'm like, that's insane.
It is crazy. It's when you remember what we're doing and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, this was the start of me being. I need to rethink. I need to go home and rethink my life. I just.
So valid.
That's all going on, and then they have to do a little meeting when the ice rink gets like destroyed or something.
Yeah.
And so Nathan invites Stassi to a party because he's like, hey, I'm the captain of the team. You're like one of the main ice figure skaters.
Yeah.
I think you should come. We can all like relax, have a good time.
Mhm.
No
Let's
hard
be
feelings.
pals.
It wasn't us who did it. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Mhm.
And this is where I thought, it was going to be a little bit of a enemies to lovers type of
Not
thing.
even close.
And not even close. Not even close. Chapter 3, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
They're all discussing it. They're at the
Wasting
party.
no time.
And he helps her up to his room so that she can use the bathroom, and he's just kind of chilling there, and he's like, oh, I wasn't prying, don't worry. She's like, good, I wanted to snoop or something like that. And they're chatting, they're going back and forth a little bit, and he's like, do you want me to get on my knees and apologize? And what is it that she said or something? She's like, the only time I want to see a man on his knees
Good for her.
like when he's between my legs or something.
And he's like, okay.
And he's like, say less. And he gets down, like,
Listen, I live.
wasting no time.
Beautiful
with
communication.
this, and
the problem with this is that it's not really toxic. Is
there's
that
a
the
lot of
problem?
time spent on therapy in this book. And
I know.
that might be it. That I
Like,
didn't want it.
isn't it
I didn't
okay?
want an unsolicited therapy lesson. I was
They're
like,
like, we're all okay.
whoa, what do you mean
Everyone's
healthy
okay.
communication? No. Come on, start
Yeah.
lying to each other.
And you know what? Anytime the two of them have an issue, it is resolved quickly.
It's resolved very quickly. It's like, I want you to know that I'm very understanding of what you're going through. I'm like, ugh, boo.
You're like, I need
Stop
drama.
doing what you should do. All I do is complain in other books that they're not doing what they should do. But now when they're doing what they should do, I'm like, boo.
Yeah. We finally got
Try to stab him or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Go
yeah.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So yeah, they're already
that.
a little situationship forms, if you will.
Mm-hmm. This is the first line that I saved, and it was they were going back and forth, and he's like, oh, am I off your shit list yet? And she's like, no, I still don't like you. And he goes, you don't have to like me to scream my name.
Iconic. See, stuff like that. That's a bar.
Game is game.
Yes.
I acknowledge it when it is
Nathan
due. That
Hawkins,
is
like, I do stand him.
Yeah, this is not me trying to puff myself up, but I related to
God.
Nate on so many different levels. Like his entire
That's
mental
right.
processes throughout this. Anytime that like I was listening to
yeah.
something going on, I would say something like, Jesus Christ. And then he'd just go, Jesus Christ. Like he would say it in a different way, but it would be the
Yeah.
exact same fucking words. I'd just be like, oh damn. Like what
Bonkers.
like brain shorting out, just like
I think that's why I like Anastasia though. That bitch, she knows what she wants, and she's gonna get it.
she's phenomenal.
I know, right?
She had me awed, like
Hey,
there's
I
no
have to
way.
say, they did what they always do in these books. I talk about it every time. She's so small.
She's
guess
tiny.
what? She's an inch taller than me. I can't. 5'4". Oh, she's so little. 5'4" is an inch below average.
Yep.
Crazy.
You're gonna live your best book talk life. Just remember that. You're 5'3". You're gonna be the smallest
but
little
it just
bean.
cracks me up every single time. I mean, mind you, I do understand she has to be pretty little because she's a figure skater.
Have you seen those?
Dainty. Oh yes, you were mad I didn't say
Dainty.
dainty last time. She's so dainty, itty bitty. She's gonna just. It's like that TikTok trend that I'm so obsessed with of like, just ordered a Diet Coke. Hope I don't fall through the grates in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
I saw one literally
They're
in
so
the car
funny.
waiting to step in here. That was guys, I just brought my luggage to the airport, and like my luggage is fine. They're like, yeah, this weighs under 50 pounds, but we have to weigh you to make sure that you're not under 50 pounds. We've never had to do this before. And it's like,
Yes.
no, I'm over 50 pounds. Don't worry. They're like, no, we have to weigh you to make sure that you're more than 50 pounds.
Those TikToks
We
are
only
so
ever do this
funny.
for models and like super amazing
Yeah.
10 out of 10 drop dead gorgeous people, but we'll have to do it for you
It's
too. And I'm
so
like, oh
good.
my God, I guess so.
Oh, it's so funny.
So funny. I
Yeah.
can't get enough of that.
Yep. Anyways, Dainty Anastasia.
I almost closed the book when they do their icebreakers moment because they get together with the team
they
because
become like speed date.
because they're like, we have to
Bond.
bond right here
Mhm.
because we don't want any bad blood while we're sharing this rink because I know we can get territorial and we have passions. There's one guy they're talking to who's like, Cancer Moon is a red flag. I'm a Cancer Moon and that's not a red flag.
No, you
they
know
can
what
go
was
fuck
the red
themselves.
flag?
What?
Was the triple Scorpio. That was the red flag.
You know what sucks? I'm like, let's go through zodiacs real quick and
I
maybe the internet can analyze this for us because I don't know what they mean. I'm a Sun Cancer, Moon Cancer, and Rising Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio rising. Whoa, I'm a Scorpio rising. How funny. I'm an Aries and then
It's always two dumb bitches telling each other exactly.
Yes.
We're the two dumb
Yes.
bitches going exactly.
That's so funny. I'm a Gemini moon though. It's giving Renee Rapp her song Gemini Moon.
Cool. Don't know what that means.
The girlies do. But yeah, the triple Scorpio though scared me.
That was
And
wild. Yeah.
As someone who was a Scorpio rising, I can say that. So can you.
Mhm. Okay, we can
Scary.
Scorpio hate because we're Scorpio
Yes,
rising.
yes, exactly.
Um,
It's funny. I didn't know that.
the next quote I have saved. Oh yes, this is when they kind of haven't talked for a while or something, and they go to a different party
Mhm.
at like the club or whatever. And they're
Right.
getting together.
Lots of partying because they're in college.
They Okay, real talk. This book, there is no college in this college romance.
There's no college.
They
Nathan's never at practice, and he's the captain.
yeah.
What?
I don't. They spend more time doing the splits on each other than they do like doing anything else in this book.
No,
and I was
yeah.
like, how are you actually dedicating the time? Like, Miss Girl, maybe
Yeah.
actually like maybe the meal plan wasn't your problem. It was the fact that you were always out, with Nate doing this stuff.
Gallivanting.
Yeah.
That's so.
She's like, my schedule is so packed. I'm like, no, but bestie, you're packed. Like, what's going on?
jail.
Is that too
jail,
much? Is that too
jail,
much? That might be too much. All right.
jail. That was funny. I know. Wait, can I also
can't.
say something else I loved about this?
Yeah.
And I don't know how many people will appreciate this. University of California, Maple Hills. Not real, obviously.
Yeah. What's better than in what is it, Neon Gods, where she just wants to go to Berkeley? Like, at least make up a fucking
Yeah.
school.
But my favorite thing about this is they're like, it's in Southern California. They go to Nobu, right? They talk about like driving down to San Diego. Guess where this author's from?
I gotta know.
Manchester, England. What?
That's great.
That confused me so much. And I also
Phenomenal.
just love when people, and I know it's the same for everybody who lives anywhere, but I love reading about
Where you live.
where
yeah.
you live written by people who don't live where you live. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm going to take the Interstate 5 down from Los Angeles to San Diego. You know what I'm saying? It's just so funny, which isn't wrong.
It's
but
that,
we just never say
have you
it.
seen the SNL skit with Bill Hader? And it's like the
Yes.
Californians or something
Yes.
like that. You're going to take the 5 down to the 405, the 405 to the one I want at this time. It's
Yep.
going to be great. If you haven't seen that, I'm so sorry
Mm.
for what you just heard.
No, that was
but
great.
Definitely go watch. But
Like-
like, it's
like-
not going to make sense. If they haven't
That's
seen
true.
it,
That's true. That's true.
look up SNL, the Californians.
It's iconic. It's iconic. But
It's
anyways,
phenomenal.
I just think it's so funny when you
Mhm.
read stuff like that and you're like, girl, okay,
It's great.
sure. Anyways.
They're still kind of flirting here, and this is
Mm-hmm.
only after he did a little bit of a leg necklace moment with her,
Good for
and
him.
then she got mad at him because it turns out that he knew something about why the rink got flooded.
Yeah.
But they're still chit chatting again because things.
There
things are
has to
kinda
be
working
some
out.
like tension, you know?
Mhm. There's a lot of that,
Well, yes.
and
Every time.
this is a quote that this is one of the reasons why I can't do some of these books,
Okay.
and I quote, and I apologize for this one.
Well,
Quote, aching wet vagina. I guess Solomon's shaking his head back there. He can't. We can't.
The words coming out of your mouth.
I'm so sorry.
I know you guys. Alexandros has kind of been on one today.
Sorry, I didn't get any caffeine. So I apologize.
But I
if
do
I'm
understand
Super sleepy.
Because like you kind of could have said anything else. You know,
That's
what I mean?
literally verbatim.
I mean, like, no, I'm saying like in the book.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
was
funny
yeah.
when it's like so like.
I was like, come on.
When it's so. What am I trying to say? Like you're literally calling it what it is. Like
Yeah,
it's so funny to me.
I was like,
It's like
okay.
so anatomical. You're like, yeah, you're right.
Or that's
it's
what it's
not
doing.
wrong.
All right, yeah. A little heartbeat. Okay.
Crazy.
They're in the car, and when Cruel Summer started playing,
Well, yes.
I think this is when the vibes officially started for me.
Mhm.
Of like, we're doing whatever here.
Oh
so
yeah.
they're, in the car. She's on his lap, and they bribe the Uber driver to like let them do that because they have too many people in the
Bonkers.
car.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
just
have
like,
done that actually.
what have you done? What
Well,
they do in the
nothing
car?
like that.
Okay,
No,
I was
Wait,
But, like-
yeah.
like-
what have you done?
No, not
So
like
hold on
that.
a
Not like
second,
that.
hold on a
But like
second.
had too many people, and you're like, can you please? You know?
yeah,
like,
okay. Well, that's all well
Yeah,
and
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But everyone's chatting, doing their thing. Meanwhile, she's kind of
Mhm.
grinding up a little bit, and he's kind of sliding up a little bit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm just like, you are in the middle seat with your
All of your friends know.
and they're like, they're drunk. They don't know. I'm like, they know.
They know.
They know.
Everyone always knows.
To everyone watching this, they know.
Yes. Oh,
They're
God.
gonna know. How would they know? They'll know.
Yeah. It's so
I
funny.
just and then
Crazy.
it gets interrupted by, does anyone want McDonald's?
Sure.
That also sent me too, because they're just like panting like heavily as it's happening.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
she's,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Begging
It's
into
like,
his ear, and there's like, hey, does anybody want McDonald's? And I'm like, that's exactly how things like that get interrupted around Friends. And that's
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
reasons why we don't, because now you got to like remove your hand, I guess, whatever it is. Sure, this one I don't know how else to talk
No, you're
about
doing
this one,
great.
just because I'm like, this is literally all that
It's
happens
giving,
in it.
like, wait, did you ever finish Bridgerton?
I never finished the
Season three?
show. No, I didn't watch season 3. No,
Oh,
because I
okay.
saw the bad reviews for it.
It's good. Watch it. It's
okay,
not bad.
okay. I saw a lot of things on TikTok that were just like,
It's good.
I was like,
Watch it. Trust me.
I think I got out Bridgerton or like Bridgerton out, like watching both the seasons, reading the book, and I was like, I just need a second to watch.
Wait,
House of
sorry.
the-
I
House
have
of the
so
Dragon
much
era.
to say. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, House of Dragon. New episode tonight. Anyways, anyone else watch My Lady Jane on Amazon?
That's
Have
the-
you been seeing that?
I haven't watched it
Time?
yet, but I saw a clip of it, and it's the one where he
Nay.
just turns into a.
Don't say it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
This made me want to watch it. If
Period.
anything, like
Period.
that's why
I
I'd say
had no
this-
idea, so it was so fun.
It was still fun watching the clip. Yeah.
Okay, period. Well, he turns into something. So good, such good enemies to lovers vibes.
Okay.
Like so, like romantic, like, and it's so silly. Everybody watch My Lady Jane immediately.
This is not sponsored, by the way.
Amazon, I wish it was, and indeed it was. But yeah. Anyways, sorry, I just had to say because that's bookish vibes. Because it is a book, actually.
Then the best part that comes after this little car ride of them doing, all that,
Mhm.
is when she's still mad at him, or like fake mad at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah.
Once again, I thought it was gonna be some type of a slow burn. Nope. It's immediately like, yeah, we know what this is about.
Mhm.
Hannah Grace was like, I know what you came for. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives him a midnight challenge, of like, if you can find me, you could. This was a crazy line in the text conversations, the texting back and
Yes.
forth. This is not verbatim because I didn't write this one down because I was driving when I was listening to this, but it's one of those that made me just go,
His jaw dropped, just so you know.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
They're texting back and forth, and he just says something along the lines of, forgive me for the language, everyone, I'm going to fuck the little brat right out of your mouth, or something like that.
See, okay, that's why people love this book. That's one of the things that people always like. They talk about it on TikTok is like Nathan Hawkins being like sweetheart, like la 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 la, like adorable, nice little captain boy, and then like he's got a mouth on him. That's why people love it.
That
so
was
much.
great. It was such a shift from everything. I was like, whoa,
He's
where,
so like la
where is this coming from?
la la, golden
I-
retriever.
Let's see if I can find it. I don't.
But that's one of the reasons. That's like people will always say that they love about him.
It was
You're
wild.
not gonna be able to-
And
God, way to crease my book, sir.
I didn't crease it. What's
Yeah,
up?
you did.
Nuh-uh. It's fine.
Anyways,
She's okay. And she's like, if you can find me before midnight, I'll let you. And he starts
Work.
rushing around the campus, booking it, full speed,
I need to know
Sonic.
for that.
And he's running around looking for her.
Sonic.
And he keeps calling for like hints, and she keeps giving some like, no, not there, blah, blah, blah.
Cute.
And it turns out she's in his dorm room.
So cute.
And the other frat guy, not frat guys, hockey players.
Yeah, like teammates.
It's important to specify.
Yeah.
Are like, oh, we didn't tell you we were throwing a party, because they're in on it too, fucking with this guy,
So
fucking with their
cute.
captain.
That's why I love the vibes are so cute and silly fun.
And he breaks on down through the door after midnight. A little moment happens that gets her a little bit jealous, and she storms on up
yeah.
after him, where he was
Iconic.
like, another girl like asked him for some help with something, and he did. And she's like, oh, what? And he's like, I thought it would take you, I thought you'd be up here sooner, blah, blah, blah. They get to chit-chatting in his room.
Mm-hmm.
Something happens, ... her poor throat. And she's like, I think there's still a little bit of Brat left.
It's giving Charlie XCX. Brat Summer.
Crazy. Once again, my jaw was just dropped of like, I don't know why I'm getting caught so off guard by this. I think it's because like I came in with zero expectations for this book.
I know I didn't.
I didn't know what to think about it, and so I'm just like, Jesus Christ. This was one of the moments where I think where he just goes, Jesus Christ, and I was also like, Jesus Christ.
I live.
I couldn't.
It's so good. It's just like silly. Come on, you're like work. You gotta
It's
live.
definitely one of those with Bring Him to His Knees, just the size difference of size.
Yeah,
he once caught a fish this big. if
And
that
she's so
hints.
dainty.
No, he once caught a fish this big.
What is in my book?
What's that? Yeah, a little sticker.
I think. What is that?
It's a little sticker. Oh, look at that.
Did you say sticky or sticker?
Sticker.
Oh.
No, if the book is sticky, we need
Yeah,
to
What
that's
in the
world?
world? Alexandros. Watch it.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. Anyways.
Who knows? They get to it, but you know, he's a pretty well endowed fella, so it seems.
He's
and
tall.
she's
She's
a
dainty,
very
as always.
she's a very dainty person. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. When they finally get
They're both athletes.
to it, they're both definitely
and boy,
athletes.
Ain't that,
I
ain't
was-
that clear to us
From
this
this
whole
point to
time.
the end of the book, I think each time that there's an encounter, I'm just like, that's impressive. They're still going. All right.
See,
yeah.
they don't have to be.
My
They
heart
don't
would
have
tuck
to
her
be
out.
training because they're getting enough.
They're getting all their cardio in just like that.
Yes.
I was like, that's why she needs to eat all these calories. Dang.
Yes.
All these splits she's doing on this man. Oh my
Well,
God.
yeah.
But they go into it and she's like, you know, be rough and hard or whatever. And, you know, he starts off and she's like, oh, fuck you putting it all in at once. And he just goes, that's only half. And I wrote, that's only half is crazy.
It's crazy.
That's wild to me.
Oh, isn't it fun though? Tell me you're not having fun.
I can't stop laughing. That is amazing.
Exactly. Like sometimes these things are so ridiculous that you just have to giggle.
I couldn't stop. I was just once again jaw drop, driving in my car. Just there's no way.
I love it.
There's no way I'm listening to what I'm listening to right now. I want to like roll my window down and look over at the car next to me. I'm like, are you fucking listening to this shit? I need somebody to relate with me. Like the next one that we do like this, I need you to sit with me through all of it, just so I can be like, what the fuck are
Whoa.
you making me read? What the fuck is this?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
She also, right after this moment, he walks into Henry's room, who's another hockey player, who's a little sweet guy. I kind of got the ick from Henry a little bit later when Anastasia, like, you know, falls into the ice and like when they're
Right.
skating outside, and he's like, I was so worried about you, Anastasia. And Henry was doing that. I was like, ugh, relax, bro.
Yeah.
That was a week ago. Get over it.
Yeah.
Like, don't be still freaking out about that. And he's like,
It's all
don't
good.
ever skate on, you know, frozen water again, blah, blah, blah.
I'd be like, well, because you just said that I will, actually.
I would be like, I'm actually going to go exactly that
Yeah,
spot
yeah,
and
yeah.
go skinny dipping there. Fuck you.
Yeah. Only because you said it.
I'm here for the hater
That's
shit.
so funny.
Halloween party. Let's get to that.
Alexandros has a lot to say.
I have so many opinions
Like,
about
sticker
this.
That was on my thing.
None of them are positive because I think he dresses up like Gru from Despicable
How
Me.
topical. What a great time for us to do this.
During Despicable Me 4. Yeah, that's coming out
Yeah.
right now, isn't it?
It's already out.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the hockey team is Minions. I'm on board for this as a concept. I was like, that's a cool idea. That's great. And then I love what she does for Halloween, where she shows up wearing another player's jersey and like a belt tying it down.
Kind of so fierce. That's cunt. Let's be
And-
so real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but as a way to like get him jealous and mad. And so he grabs her immediately and like takes her to a bathroom, which I'm always like, bathroom, yucky.
Yeah.
Not a public bar. Ugh. Also, imagine like having to go to the bathroom and you're like, can you guys like stop banging in there?
Clearly, you've never been to WeHo.
That's my point, that it's not a fun time.
Yeah. I know WeHo's a fun time, but
Yeah, but when you're like, I gotta pee. Can you guys like
yeah.
wrap it up?
Elsewhere.
Finish faster.
Yeah.
And he's like, take that off, and like they're going through, and she's like, how about you take it off or something like that. So
Mhm.
he does, and the entire time I'm just remembering.
He's Gru.
He's dressed like Gru. He's got the turtleneck and the scarf and everything.
It's so good.
I cannot take this scene
Oh, does he
seriously.
have a bald cap and a nose. Like, please, I need to
How
know the
far
extent
does
of
it
how
go?
Gru is.
I think I disassociated like while this was happening because I was like, there's no way he's still dressed like Gru, folding her in the bathroom.
Folding.
He folds her in half. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He picks her up, pushes her up against the wall, and folds her in half. And that's my point. That I'm like, this is fucking Steve Carell Gru. And I'm like, is he doing the
Oh my God.
voice too?
Next time we go to Universal Studios, we have to meet Gru.
Is Gru at Universal
Yes,
Studios?
I've met him before, but I don't think you were there.
Oh my God, I'm gonna make him read that chapter. Make Gru read that fucking chapter.
No, we can't. We'll get in more trouble with
Oh,
these.
yeah.
Anyways, that's so funny.
It's insane to me.
Yeah. I love it when books do that though.
And they said something where I can't remember what the context was. I think it was before he folded her in half.
Okay.
He just goes, "How much do you like being able to walk straight?" That's a crazy line again.
Another bar.
That's a crazy line.
Good for them.
I can't.
No.
Not
It's
that
kinda giving, like,
photo.
Is somebody gonna match my
Yeah.
freak?
Um,
Is somebody gonna match my
Oh my
freak?
God, I hate that so much. To
Somebody
anyone who's
gonna
just
match
listening,
my
Solomon pulled up a
nasty.
picture of a Gru cosplay. And he's holding the moon. No.
He's holding the moon.
No.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. Guys, I'm
You know
quitting
what?
the show. I'm quitting this
Do you
show.
know that one of our friends had a Gru? I didn't get to go because I was working. One of our friends had a Gru birthday party.
Yes,
And
I
did you
couldn't
see
go.
her?
Yeah.
She did the full thing. You're
That's
crying.
good. I didn't expect a Gru cosplay to pop up behind me.
That was so good.
All right, I need to bring my voice back down so that it's the Shirley level again. Sorry, I need to lock in. I've been yapping. All right, I gotta. Fucking Gru. Like, ladies, is that giving the ick if he tries to fold you
I
up
don't-
while dressed as Gru from
No,
Despicable
because I
Me?
think at that point it's just camp. You know?
Okay. Okay.
Like, it's just like, yeah, okay.
I guess so.
And if he's hot, he's hot.
I guess that's right. Let me go back to their first time together because that was like 2 chapters worth of
Mhm.
content right there
Mhm.
of me jaw dropping of like, there's no way they're doing all this.
Mhm.
Does the full splits over him at some point,
Period.
and even like, thank God it's from Nate's POV because he reacts like any sensible man would of just going, "Holy shit, man had no idea what to do with all that."
Hey, good for her. She's
Good for her,
She's
absolutely. I just
entertaining,
wanted to
guys.
go back to that because I have a reference to the
Of
splits
course.
later on
of course
that happens.
Of course.
Then her fucking skate partner, who's been a fucking bitch
I
this
hate
entire
him.
time. We hate
Mhm.
we hate his partner.
him. He's
I-
like so toxic and like controls what she eats and like says stuff when he
He's
lifts
the
her, and
worst.
it's
He's a
like,
little
I can't-
bitch boy cunt. But I
Celebration.
have written down several times like, fuck Aaron, he's such a cunt. Fuck Aaron. Womp womp Aaron.
Yeah, he's we don't like
Literally,
him.
fuck Aaron. Dude, fuck Aaron. And it keeps going because each time he did something, I was like,
it's just worse and worse.
what is this dude doing?
Yeah,
he
and
gets
he
his-
like
He hurts his arm.
and he's like, oh, I can't, whatever. And he's like,
It's the ice skate. The hockey player. I was gonna say football because that's how he actually hurts it.
yeah.
It's the hockey players' fault. They pulled a prank to hurt my arm, and they're like,
Yeah.
"We literally
Like,
didn't.
we didn't."
Don't give enough of a shit about you."
Yeah. And they're like, who did it? And Nate's like, I did it, even though he didn't.
Because otherwise, the team was gonna get banned. For
Yeah.
playing.
And so like they're like,
Yeah. Turns out he was lying though, and he got it hurt playing with his other rich
which
friends.
we don't find out to the end though.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. What a loser.
He's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
He's the worst. And I honestly, I hate him.
I hate him too.
I hate him. I didn't expect this book to invoke such passion,
No,
rage,
he's so hateable.
apart from the fucking Gru
Gru.
fucking. That didn't even incite rage. That just incited, what am I reading?
No. Yeah.
This made me viscerally
Yeah, we don't
angry.
like Aaron. So he can't train with her though.
Mhm.
And she has to, she's in couples skating, pair skating.
Mhm.
And so who signs up to help her? Wait, what's that movie where they do that? No.
That one movie?
There's a movie where it's a figure skater and a hockey player. Iconic. My sisters would know. Anyways,
The only ice skating movie I can think of is Blades of Glory
that's
with
crazy.
Will Ferrell and what's his name? John something?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal movie, by the way, guys.
I don't think
Check
I've ever
that.
seen that. You know what I think of? I think of Ice Princess and Go Figure.
Cutting Edge.
Oh, Cutting Edge, and that's Go Figure in the middle. I loved Kate Mosley.
Maybe not. That's too old.
Load cheat sheet.
But that might be it. But Go Figure, that was a good one too.
Go
Oh,
figure.
that's when she's the figure skater that turns into a hockey player. That's kind of fierce.
Go Figure is the one where she's becomes a skater, right? Because she's good at math, and then she becomes an ice skater.
Yeah,
That's the Disney
I was
Channel.
wrong.
I'm surprised that I
that
know that.
one.
Holy shit, I know that.
That came out of the
Whoa,
depths of your
I
brain.
didn't.
You do have a good memory. I always
Oh
find
my
that.
god, I can't believe.
Yeah. Because you're right. Because like physics, she can like calculate. No, that's ice.
That's Go Figure, isn't
That's
it?
Go
Because
Figure?
Isn't it Go Figure?
Seems
Look
like
up
it would be
Solomon. Go look up Go Figure.
Seems
please.
like it'd be Go Figure, being that it's figures.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I think,
yeah. But then there's Ice Princess. That one slaps. No, Ice Princess is the one where she figures she does the math.
There's no way.
I think so. Let me see.
Let's
Look
see.
it up. Google
And
it.
Joan Cusack is in that movie. Literally so iconic. She's a normal teenager. Academic life in order to pursue her newfound dream of being a professional figure skater. Yes, it's
Ice
that
Princess?
one. Mhm.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
I thought Go Figure. Yeah.
Oh,
She decides to improve her own skating by applying physics and what she has discovered from watching other skaters. Go
Is that
figure.
the one with
Michelle
what's her
Trachtenberg?
No, with what's her face from She's the Man? What's her name? It's the main girl and She's the Man.
No.
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes is not in any of these ice skating
She's in
movies.
some ice skating movie, isn't she?
But Kim Cattrall is in it. That's iconic.
That might be the one I'm thinking.
Sex in the City. No, it's
Oh, no.
Michelle Trachtenberg from Gossip Girl. Her.
Yes, that's her. That's all right. That's Ice Princess. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. We
And
took
Hayden
a weird
Panettiere.
tangent there.
Hayden Panettiere's in it too.
I'm thinking of one of these. I don't know. These are all names.
Hayden
to me.
Panettiere. You know her. These are all actually not good pictures of her. Not because she's ugly, but because you can't really see who she is. Anyways, but the whole
Ice
time-
skating
no,
movies exist.
But let me just say, the whole time I was reading this, I was thinking about Ice Princess.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. No, because now I'm like, oh, it's all clicked. It's all good. My brain's on 1%. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's
okay,
why I'm
okay.
so unhinged right now. I'm just being like, Gru.
Wow! So
Whole
there,
chapter right after this dedicated to just her therapy.
she goes to therapy.
And
Well, she was adopted. Okay, hilarious though that she was adopted. Her name's Anastasia, and when
They
they go to
called
her
her little-
family,
I
like,
wrote that in all caps. Call her Annie because she's
she's like
adopted.
an orphan.
I think that's so
and they're like, we don't
funny.
call her that. That's not why. That's not why.
I think that's so funny. And if you have any adopted friends with any form of Anne in their name, absolutely call them
so
Annie.
funny.
Absolutely.
That's so funny. Neither of us are adopted.
I want to adopt a kid and name her Annie now just for that.
God,
Just for the plot. It's going to be so
it's
funny.
So funny. Anyways.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But also her parents are just the best too.
Yeah, her parents are really
Super
slay.
supportive. Yeah.
Not like his dad.
Even his dad like goes through his own things or something like that. and,
Yeah,
like,
well, he's kind of icky though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Burpee.
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 They I'm so sorry.
It's okay,
I'm so
go ahead.
sorry. They just do therapy for a while she tries to come to terms with the fact that did Nate, hurt her partner's wrist and stuff.
Which
like that.
obviously he fucking didn't.
And then like Aaron drops her when they're practicing a little bit later. He's literally the worst. Such a little fucking
Yes.
cunt bitch boy. The worst. That's his nick. That's his.
Period.
Aaron stands. The A is for cunt bitch.
No one, yeah. So yeah, he drops her. It's a whole thing. Then she's scared to be lifted, and it's a whole thing. That, and then it's Christmas. Wait, and then they start dating for real.
They start dating for real when he starts training with her. Yeah, because he can lift her. He doesn't have to do all the moves and stuff like that, but he can be in the right spot for when she needs to do her stuff.
And he also helps get her healthy because he notices how much she's like starving herself and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like swole.
Serious note, guys. With food problems, always choose the healthier route for like what you're doing with your lives. Like, it's supposed to like starving yourself to be like skinny and stuff like that.
Well, yes.
Sorry, I had food issues too for a while too, and like I had the opposite problem where I'm eating too much. But it's one of those things where it's like you really focus on this stuff too much when it's like just do a reasonable plan and don't worry about the other stuff too much. It's not going to be that serious.
Period. That was beautiful.
And if only I could take that advice, and we'd be good.
Well, yeah, we all have our own things.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, hey, she's in therapy.
She's in therapy. There you go.
She's gonna work through it.
This is the only time I gave Aaron any props because he was just gaslighting again for the 50th time a little bit after this.
I gave him props when he was
And
gaslighting.
he's so good at gaslighting. Honestly, once again, as we said earlier, credit where credit is due. Like, that was impressive. That was
you being impressed by the gas.
I'm so impressed by his gaslighting because he
No, it is. He kind of, because he makes her do mental gymnastics.
He was like, this is when she finally goes back to, like, she lives with him and her friend, and she goes back to chat about his injury and stuff like that, and he's like, geez, I'm sorry that blah 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 blah, and you feel that way because ... and it's, you know, I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're fucking your way through every Jersey team to get something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, God, this guy's got some bars. I was not familiar with his game right here. Aaron, he's coming for blood. He does not miss. Every single one of this guy's shots, when she finds out what he's been saying behind her back later on, it's all like, the only reason she looks for love for all these star players is because her parents could never love her or something. I'm like, yeah.
Bruh. Also, her parents so obviously love her.
That's crazy. That one hurt me reading it.
Yeah.
She's just fucking all these stars to get knocked up and drag them down or something like that. I'm like,
yeah.
Yo.
It's crazy.
I can't believe.
Poor girl.
That's wild to say to somebody that you live with.
Icky.
That's crazy. Once again, that's where I was just like, he's got some spitting game here.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't think he should be saying this stuff at all, but he came to play.
Okay, work.
No one else was playing, but he came to play.
It was one-sided, but slay. And then they're like together and they go home for Christmas. And it's like really cute.
They're having
Go ahead.
They're having like a serious talk, and this is why I mentioned the splits earlier, because he's talking about how he knows when he's sure. He's like, I've never dated anyone before, and I know when I'm sure about something, and I'm sure with you. And all I could think about was going back to, was it when she did the splits on you? That would have been when I was sure, personally.
And then was she sure when he was Gru folding her in half?
Yeah, when it was the Gru moment for her. Yeah, she's like, oh my God, Gru just folded me in half? Yeah. This is the guy. But just the most relatable thing for me, for Nate, would have been if he's just like, I know when I'm sure. It was that first night when she did a full splits over me.
My God.
I would have been like, marry me right then and there.
Well, good for them.
Like Anastasia, I would have folded.
Please. That was good. The way Solomon just shook his head at you.
I don't. Solomon's going to kick me out after this.
Yeah, we're never going to be allowed back in here.
It's not letting me back in.
Yeah. Okay, so they're like out gallivanting for Christmas. They go to her house in somewhere and his house in somewhere.
I don't know.
Somewhere, not California.
Yeah.
Cold.
See,
we are real Californians. We don't really know places outside of here.
Apparently, it gets cold somewhere, so I'm thinking Big Bear. I don't know.
Not Big Bear.
Lake Arrowhead, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But she because she hasn't been on like the ice because she's been stressed. Or no, she
hasn't been getting lifted and stuff.
Hasn't been getting lifted, and she decides when she's on the trip, she's like, I'm not going to talk about skating. She's like, I need to just be like, I'll get on the ice again when I feel like it. Whatever.
She's so mentally healthy at this point of like setting boundaries, guys.
She says to her parents,
great.
She says to her parents, like, please, like, I know you are only asking because you care, but I don't want to talk about it because it'll just wind me up, whatever. Yeah. And they're like, okay. And everyone's like, okay, girl. But then it's like
you're too healthy though. Come on.
It's like Christmas morning, and Nate's like gone to get her. Is it Chris? I think it's
they're at
his house. And his dad's gone.
estate. It's a fucking mansion.
Yeah, he's rich, and his dad's a nightmare. So it's just the two of them. And then he goes to get her like something, and she sees a pond out back. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go skate.
To be fair, they were skating beforehand on
Right,
there.
right.
But
But by herself is crazy.
And then
She pulls at Amy March.
I don't know that one.
Little Women.
She's a little woman.
She is a little
She is
woman.
a little woman.
Have you not seen Little Women?
I've seen Little Women, yeah,
The
but I don't remember
2019
the
one?
kid going into the ice. It's the one with Emma Watson, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Florence Pugh. She falls in the ice.
Oh, Florence Pugh
Yeah,
falls
yeah.
in
The little sister. She like.
malnourished Timothy Chalamet comes to save her for Arrakis.
Oh yeah.
Long live the fighter. Paul Muad'Dib, a traitor.
Iconic.
Okay, tangent.
No, I was actually literally talking about the
No,
story.
that-
You went on the tangent.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, tangent, that's for me. That's me setting up a boundary.
I
We
mean-
can't go on tangents
Okay, good. I
anymore.
love Dune, but so, and she's like skating. She pulls at Amy March. She falls in the ice, and he notices at the exact time that she's not there. He kind of sees her fall in. He runs. He saves her. It's beautiful. And then as she's like falling, she's like, I have to tell him I love him. That gave us a little bit of drama because this book is they're so like healthy and communicative. So they're like, we need
Honestly,
to have almost death.
I kind of rolled my eyes when she fell in the ice. I was like, of course she fucking falls in
Well,
the
we
ice.
needed
You
something.
gotta have something happen.
Yeah. It was going
Because
too
a
well.
whole lot of nothing has been happening in this book so far. If I'm being honest, nothing really happens in this book.
Well, yeah, just
That's one of the reasons why I say it's not good, but I'm
It-
laughing and smiling the entire time. I don't know where I went, but I was in
yeah.
the car.
I think that it needed to be at least 100 pages shorter.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that books like this really need to be over 300 pages. And this one is 429.
Oh, I thought you were saying that it was only over 300. I was like, that's only 300
No,
pages?
I don't think books like this should be over 300
No, 300
pages.
should be where they cap.
Yeah.
I think Akatar is only 300 pages, right?
Yeah, the first one. Like
That one also feels like it goes on for a while.
because even like Emily Henry books, which are full of so much like emotional development and characterization, they're not this. I mean, they might be about this long, but at least there's something happening, you know. But I did live.
This is just Zoom therapy calls and Aaron gaslighting. For
Yeah,
400
and then them
pages.
just going at it.
Them doing a lot of cardio and splits and stuff. Guys,
Work.
unrelated tangent. I did my first yoga class ever yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
My side abs are killing me
Yeah,
right now because I go to
yoga's
the gym
hard.
like a lot, like but I do like weightlifting stuff. I don't
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
do this other side of
Yeah.
things, and I'm like, should I start doing Pilates and stuff? as
My
well?
best friend teaches Pilates, and I've been too scared to go because I'm really into
You want to go to
spin
Pilates
class
class together?
I'm really scared. Are you sure we can go to
I
his
don't know
class?
what Pilates entails. What is it like?
Pilates is like really slow, like strength movement. You'd probably be good at it because you strength train, but it's
Okay.
really slow and like
Mhm.
like maintained,
Controlled and everything. Okay.
Yeah. Where I like spin classes where I'm like, you know?
I liked yoga because it was like stretching out muscles that like I never really. So
Yeah,
it was definitely
I'm
a
sure
stretch
that-
focus. Sorry about the physical fitness tangent.
Well, that's a
here,
big
guys.
part of the book. So,
Yeah, if you want to be able to
oh, well,
get
yeah,
folded in half by Gru, you got to be able to
exactly.
do both sides of the skull.
But good for you because yoga's hard.
I did not.
I
do
did
great.
yoga during the pandemic a lot, but I haven't recently.
I
Is it hot
just
yoga
wanna-
or normal?
Just normal yoga, I
Okay.
think. I don't know.
Hot yoga is when the room is like crazy hot.
I mean, it was crazy hot, but that's just it was humid yesterday.
Okay, then it wasn't hot.
But
you would know if it was hot.
I was doing it, and I didn't know the lady who was next to me, but we gave each other a glance of like, holy shit, this is fun.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Like the instructor kept apologizing, like, I know it's a hard one for this Saturday morning, blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, that's good, that's a hard
You're
one,
like,
I guess. All right, 'cause
I'm
I'm
not
sitting here, I'm like, I'm not doing good right now.
That's so funny.
I'm like, I had the balance and everything that
Yeah,
when
yeah.
we were doing stuff, but I was just like, holy shit, I can't reach that far. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you lie down and like you put your arms above your head and like you're like, all right,
Mhm.
touch the ground. My arms just kind of like stayed at like a weird angle because my shoulders
Oh.
and back are like so messed
Oh,
up
yeah,
from
yeah,
everything
Yeah.
that I've done in my life.
Yeah.
But
Oof.
they just didn't roll
That
all the
probably
way
was
back.
good for that though.
I need to go to like chiropractor, full physical massage, like in depth one. But
We'll talk about this more later. 'Cause
yeah.
I have
This is
stuff
just-
to say. Okay, anyways.
just yapping.
So let's keep going. She falls in the ice. She like realizes she loves him. She's like, "I love you," and he's like, "I love you too." And then they're about to, you know what?
She went in
Again,
the hospital bed. Damn, well, she's like hypothermic. I was like,
yeah,
yo, chill.
yeah. It's crazy. And then he like takes her home, and it's all good. And is this when his sister walks in on them?
Yes. The sister walks in while she is straddling him, spraying whipped cream on them.
That's so iconic.
What would you do if you walked in on your sister doing
I would like, I would scream.
Would it affect your relationship with your sister? Well, I guess it's different because it's a sister, but like, and she's like walking in on
I don't
her
even.
brother.
I can't even fathom.
different.
I can't even fathom.
There is no fathoming this. This is
I can't fathom.
so
You don't know what you do. That's one of those situations where you don't know
unbearable.
what you would do until it happens
And
to
she
you.
says, "I cook there.
That's hilarious.
What were you doing with the jelly and the whipped cream? Ew."
I
I'd
like the sister. She's funny.
The sister is the realest one there. She's
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is wrong with you
It's
guys?
so good.
What do you mean you were dressing up as Gru?
Brother.
Ew. We needed that sister to be in the car when they were in the Uber.
Yeah,
when they
like
were really
stop.
doing that stuff.
Fucking stop.
No, hey.
Stop it.
I'm shoulder to shoulder with you, man.
Out of the car.
I don't want. You're in the middle. I can smell that. No,
No, stop.
They said they smell like sex afterwards.
Yeah.
They said that you could smell it. Like,
This
someone
is
roll down a
crazy.
window. It's hot in here. I'm like, I'm screaming. This is such
Oh. Yeah. So
hell.
They go to,
Straight to hell.
So they go to dinner with his dad too, and his dad's a dick. We don't live, whatever.
But she has a good relationship with food now, and she
Yeah, it's
reemphasizes that
cute.
for the sister.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, trying to help the sister out. Cute.
I wrote that Henry was too perfect. Shut the fuck up, because like he was so worried about her when she
Yeah.
fell on the ice.
With
Reading,
people like that, it's like there's something fishy.
yeah, I just didn't like it. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You're reading porn in public. That was at us.
I know. I was like, Anastasia, she's one of
Her
us.
little box when she's moving out of that room that's just labeled smut.
She's one of us.
Yeah, okay, cool. We love the representation.
Yes,
We feel seen.
Yeah, she would listen to us.
10 out of 10 stars. Would recommend.
Yes.
Great job.
She'd listen to us for sure.
Erin finally gets back in her good graces
Ugh.
because she needs him as a partner.
Okay, which I know that she needed to do what she needed to do, but I was like, bitch, enough.
That's why I'm like, she's looking at it through the lens of he has his own insecurities that he's working through, and that's why when they're in couples therapy.
She's better than me.
Also, she needed him for their couples skating.
So valid. She's
because
better than
that's
me.
how she saw it. And I'm seeing it like, okay, they work very well together. They're clearly a good team on the ice.
Mhm.
If she is okay with this, then it's okay.
Ugh, I was mad.
They work through it. Aaron was going through all of his problems about why he was saying what he was saying, and that's when I wrote womp womp, Aaron. Shut the
I couldn't give less of a fuck about you.
I was
Aaron.
like, she wasn't there for you when you didn't reach out to her, you motherfucker.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
The phone goes both ways.
I love therapy.
Yes. I should probably be in some, but I'm not. Anyways.
There's a story. She gets really shit-faced drunk and is partying with Lola one night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, this is just a blackout moment that I think was just filler
Yeah.
get us to 400 pages. But I wanted to tell a fun story of relatability from this
Say it.
because she wakes up in her roommate
Oh.
Lola and her boyfriend Ryan's bed. And she's like, what the fuck happened? Why am I can't move. What's going on here?
Mhm.
And Nate's like, oh yeah, when I tried to bring you to our bed, you screamed and said I was trying to take you from Lola.
Aw.
And when I was coming back from Starfall and went back to the house that we were staying at,
Mhm.
it was me and two other couples
Yeah.
there, a Hunt Athlar and a Cassian. We're doing great. This is just a funny story, unrelated tonight, but drinking, good vibes. We're all having
Yeah.
fun. The other two couples are married, and the Nesta in our group, who was with the Cassian and stuff like that,
Mhm.
we were all chatting, having a good time. Our Cassian was like really fucked up, and she
Word.
just said
That's in
something.
character.
She said something really funny that's taken out of context. She goes, "He thinks he's getting dick tonight," and it's really funny because I'm like, wouldn't you be
You're
the
like,
one
wait,
getting the
wait.
dick tonight?
Wait,
Hold
wait,
on,
wait.
hold on. Who's getting
Unless
Unless-
work.
And it was just funny because we were all like, wait, that's not the order that goes in. But the reason I'm talking about this is because my girlfriend and her friend were both like in one of the beds or something like that. And me and the other husband who was doing the Hunt Athlar were both sitting there like, all right, we got to get you guys into the right bed. Come on. They're like, no, we're going to be sleeping here. They had stopped and gotten McDonald's because we were driving separately and
Word.
stuff like that. And we were just like, okay, well, Ryan and I aren't going to be able to fit in a bed together and stuff like that. Ryan being the other guy. And we're just like, yeah, so we're not fitting this little futon right here. So Rachel, come on, get on
That's
up.
so
Come on,
funny.
let's go.
Girly
And it was
face
definitely
friend.
one of those moments of just like, no, you're trying to separate our love. And it's like,
that's so cute.
no, brush your teeth and go to bed.
Aw, that's adorable.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I was kind of mad that she didn't get me a McDonald's too, but
Well, sorry. Anyways,
we'll let bygones be bygones. I'm over it.
not the chip on your shoulder.
No, I'm kidding.
Wait, where were we before that story?
Aaron's doing the therapy. They go to their national competition.
Oh, yeah.
Nate wins his championship, and he finds out from one of the other guys there that oh yeah, how's Aaron doing? I heard he like hurt his arm pretty bad when we were playing football a while back, you know. And it's like he blamed Nate for it and blamed the hockey team when he knew what he fucking did. So Nate gets in his car and starts driving over. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill Aaron.
I'm gonna do a 3-hour drive from LA to San Diego.
Which at that time hopefully was okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was just
if anyone's ever made that drive at any time other than midnight.
Yeah. Yikes. And he goes there and they do their thing.
Well, he thinks about it. He goes, well, hold on. I'm going to let her compete, you know? Because, like, this is a big emotional maturity.
Okay, go.
She has a relationship with Aaron, and Aaron is good for her career.
Right.
So I will not get in the way of that, blah, blah, blah. So he pulls over to the side just to watch the game, I guess, or watch the competition.
Yeah.
After they nail it and everything, Aaron grabs her and kisses her.
He pulls a Greatest Showman.
When I tell you, I was listening to that at 8 a.m. today.
Yeah, were you guys?
On my way to work. Just a little AirPods in. And I viscerally went, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean he grabbed her and kissed her and like he wouldn't let go? I was
icky.
I was getting so grossed out by this because it was so out of nowhere in this book that's been good vibes up to this point that it's just that uncomfiness.
And she's like needs to get out of there and everyone's like, no, wait.
I've read Manacled and this was like worse than that. I was like, ugh.
It's bad because it's realistic.
Well, but it's just, and that's when I wrote once again, dude, fuck Aaron.
Yeah, and then they have to like wait and hear their scores, and obviously they're great. And
but
then
she says, I'm not going to hear my score. I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We're done. I'm never skating with you again. And that's when he goes, don't be such a little uptight bitch. I'm sorry I kissed you. Yeah. Whatever.
Like, you really think you're good enough to compete alone?
He doesn't apologize for kissing. He apologizes for how she feels about the kiss.
Yeah.
Once again, being gaslighting. I can't get enough. I'm like writing down notes like, no way.
Alexandros, stop it. Oh my God.
All right, write that down. Hold on a second.
I'm going to kill you.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Stop. Yes, People are going to think you're being for real.
Dude, it's good to always have these in your back pocket.
Oh my God.
Know when
He's
you're
kidding,
need to
I promise.
Enrage somebody. It's always great
someone
to
else.
gaslighting. I do it to Maddy.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Anyways, but then Nate gets there and he punches him in the face.
Yeah, Nate decks the shit out of this guy. And I'm like, oh my God, Which is what I was saying he should have done after like Aaron accused him of hurting him.
Yeah.
I would have been like, all right, well.
How about now?
It's like when you get there's a Law and Order episode of this, for anyone who's ever seen Law and Order, where a guy was wrongly convicted and released after serving 20 years in prison for a murder he didn't commit. Like they found new evidence.
Then did he murder him later?
And he murdered somebody else later. And they're saying, we're going with time served.
Period.
And they're like, no, it doesn't work. It's like, yes, it does. You gave him 20 years and you're offering him 15 years. He's technically still got 5 years left.
Work.
And I can't remember how it ends. And I wouldn't say anyways because I don't want to spoil that. Yeah. But like, it's kind of a great strat. If I'm on the jury, I'd be sitting there like
what?
No, hold on a second. I think the guy he killed was also like related to the case or something like that too. So I'm like, okay. I can see how one might start making these connections if that's okay.
All right, let's finish this up.
Wrapping it up. Epilogue moment of her walking away, proud, deciding to be a solo skater instead. This epilogue was wild to me, where how it just jumps forward with
2.5 years.
Yeah, I was like, oh, word.
Contemporary novels do that a lot.
I didn't like that.
They do it a lot. It'll be like 6 months later, they're married. 6 months later, whatever.
It kind of took me out of it. How they're like, and they're pulling in front. Their dog named Bunny. Hated that. Don't name dogs after other animals. I don't like. Do you like that?
Funny.
I don't like that.
But yeah, they go. She's pregnant. He knocks her up.
How far along? She's like 6 months.
She's pretty far. Yeah.
She's bowling ball status right
she's
now.
Going through it.
She's not getting folded in half anytime soon.
I live for these books. She is an Olympic gold medalist.
Yes.
He won the Stanley Cup. Yeah. Because of course.
Of course they do.
Because
why not? Yeah. He's a Stanley Cup winner.
Yes.
Olympic gold medalist. I love the way that they explain how she got pregnant, where she threw up her birth control with her nerves being like so crazy before the Olympics that when they celebrated afterwards, I'm like, man, that'll do it.
That happens.
That'll do it.
That happens.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
But this quote, and I have to say it because she was talking about what the big thing is that, like, you know, it ruins your bladder, and that's what happened to her coach. Like, her coach got pregnant and couldn't compete anymore and had to become a teacher.
Yeah.
So she's always been worried about that. But she goes, ripped to my vagina in a few months. And I couldn't help but think, girl, this whole book has been ripped to your vagina. This size difference right here that we've been going through, like, the math isn't mathing if now all of a sudden a baby is going to be the problem.
Oh my God.
It can't be worse than what Nate's already been doing to you.
I can't go over female anatomy with you again.
No, I know, but like that's just my point that I'm just like, we've been reading the same book, right?
Well,
like
yeah.
This isn't the most traumatizing thing that's happened to this girl down there.
By far, but slay. I get your point.
But it's like now she's concerned about it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I get your point. Anyways, and then he proposes to her.
He proposed, and I was taken back by that. I was like, oh, you waited 7 months into the pregnancy to propose, bro? All right.
Probably because he didn't want it to seem like I'm only proposing to you.
Okay, I
you're
guess.
pregnant.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Because that would be my first thought. What does he say to her?
It seems lackluster to me to like be proposing after like you've decided to like raise a child together. You know what I mean? Like that feels like the bigger step of commitment than the proposal part.
Well, yeah, but then sometimes things happen.
Well, I know, but it's like so you're still got that relationship, like to stay with them, to be a parent with them.
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah. Hopefully. But this quote I thought was cute. Anastasia, you are the best thing that ever happened to me, and to call you the love of my life does not do justice to how much I love you. My existence doesn't make sense without you by my side. I was like, oh, that's sweet.
We have different quotes saved. You
What's
have
yours?
that, and I have
be
wet
crazy.
vagina saved. Those are the different quotes that we saved.
And if that's not us in a nutshell, I don't know what is.
It's always two bitches sitting on the couch telling each other exactly.
All right. Well, we made it through.
Thank you for coming to Icebreaker, guys.
I'm gonna go watch the iconic Moulin Rouge ice skating pair. I don't know what their names, but it's so iconic. If you know, you know. I'm gonna go watch it after this because it's so fierce.
I'm gonna watch House of the Dragon when I get home.
Well, me too. I'm gonna watch that first. That's very important. Okay, so next week.
Yes, next week. What
we're
are we
gonna
doing,
do
Maddie?
From Blood and Ash.
Sounds good
by
to me.
Jennifer Armentrout, right? Jennifer L. Dainty.
Oh, I meant corner.
Dainty.
I mean, look this way.
Okay.
There you go.
Hi.
There you
are. Not us being directed. Anyways.
From
yes,
Blood and Ash,
from
you've
Blood
heard
and
of it.
Ash.
That's Poppy and Castile, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. I read the first chapter of that before I fell into a slump from reading, so I'm excited to.
I haven't read it
to
ever.
read that again.
If there's any like romantasy books that you really want us to read, please let us know.
Please let us know.
Because we struggle with thinking of those.
We're struggling. We could do like the big ones, like, you know, Fourth Wing, Akatar, and all
Yeah.
this stuff, but we're also like, let's do some of these other ones that are kind of newer coming out.
Something that neither of us
as well,
have read.
that we haven't read, that also haven't been done before, so you guys can get new stuff as well.
Period. All right.
Thank you for coming on by, guys. Once again, thank you so much.
you.
Have a good rest of your time.
Bye.
Time, day. Bye.
Bye. Time, day. Bye.